Hi class, now it's time to do the cross-hatching part of your value scale. So now you are going to do the same thing. Take your ruler and you are going to use the width of your ruler to draw the grid on your paper, just like we did with the first one. And then go back in the opposite direction. All right, once you have your grid, you're gonna look at your shoe. And you're gonna do the same thing that you did with your flower. Looking at your boxes and figuring out where the line of the shoe is in that box. So I'm going to start here. It is the second box up, first row. So I'm going to start drawing part of my shoe in this box. It goes up to here and goes up to this line, and I'm just going to draw in my shoe how I see it on my grid. And then it goes to my second box, second row over, and it touches the line and goes through it. Going all the way up to my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it is 2 squares up, right like that. With the grid, you are just looking to see where your lines are in each box. Just a reminder to be able to help you figure out where to draw it on your paper. Alright, so I have the outline of my shoe drawn, and now I'm going to look at the different parts of my shoe. So I have my sole, I have this white patch, an area here, a darker area here, and an even darker area between the top of the shoe and the sole. So I'm just gonna draw that in real quick. The sole of my shoe. And I'm gonna draw in this little tiny patch here. Draw in this one. And then the last one is this dark area. So I'm gonna draw it dark so that way you can see it better. Alright, I don't want you to worry about the laces just yet, but I do want you to try your best to draw that Nike swoosh symbol in there. Alright, so now I have my shoe drawn. Now I'm going to look at here and decide which is my lightest lights and my darkest darks and what are my medium values. So I am going to make an X on my light values. make a star next to my medium values and put an arrow next to my dark values. So that way I can figure out which are my light values, my medium values, and my dark values. And to remind yourselves that this is the cross-hatching part. So you're gonna take your Sharpie, and just like we practiced, your light values are the spaces, using the cross-hatching technique where the lines are very far apart, and the dark values are where the lines are very close together. So if this is my lightest light, I might just use some lines that are very, very far apart to get the idea that there is some value there, however, it is light. And then my darkest dark value is lines going in lots of directions and are very close together. And remember, you are not outlining your shoe just like you didn't outline your flower. You are using cross-hatching to get the values. So whatever I do to this darkest value, I'm going to do the same to this area and this area. Alright, so if that's my darkest dark value, I'm going to stick with continuing doing my darkest dark value. So that way I make sure it all looks the same. And again, I'm not outlining this area, but I'm using the cross-hatching technique to achieve my values. And so good. That Nike swoosh looks just like that one. And now I want to do my light area just like I did my sole. So a light value, and now a medium value, which is somewhere in between my light value and my dark value. I'm going to do the same thing over here. You may notice that this takes a lot less time than the stippling did. Another dark value. Alright, so now we're going to look at these soles, or the shoelaces. So now we want to see what direction that these shoelaces are going. Believe it or not, they aren't just going across, but they're going at a crisscross at an angle that goes over your shoe. So, draw on one shoelace. Second shoelace. And another shoelace. And that looks about done.